Get it up, Red!
Keep it going!
Come on! Oh, man. This night's reminded me why I got into comedy. No, I never really got to meet and talk to anybody about that, really. So, me and my wife were looking for something to do here in Lubbock. I had finished playing football, so I was bored and shit. So she told me her cousin Selena actually does comedy. So we decided we were gonna check it out. We went to one of the showcases at Two Doc's Beer, I think it was.
What?
It was pretty cool, man, you know. But all I'm gonna say, it was an interesting night. You know, I grew up on Def Comedy Jam, so it was a little different than what I'm used to, you know. And so I seen all the comedians, and I looked at us kind of like a football team. And I was like, if this is Lubbock's comedy, we ain't never gonna win a Super Bowl because we ain't got no black people on our team at all. So, you know, my wife was like, well, hey, you know, when you were a kid, you grew up in East Lubbock, which was predominantly black. And honestly, when I was a kid, I thought I was black. Me and my homies. So true shit, you know, Lubbock was pretty segregated. So I'm Mexican, but I'm not a dark Mexican, you know. I didn't know that my fucking dad was Italian. So I'm half. I'm actually fucking white, I guess, too, right? But over there wasn't any white people. So I was the lightest motherfucker on the east side. So the only thing we had ever saw that was light was an albino black dude. So everybody was like, he's just a fucking albino. So seriously, as a kid, I thought I was albino black. Because I wasn't Mexican, so. So, you know, I grew up thinking that. But what kind of sucked about being the lightest person in the east side was, you know, we played all the same games. I'm assuming y'all played over here, you know, cops and robbers and all that other shit, right? But guess who had to be the cop? Every fucking time. The way we played it sucked because they were like, you're the cop. I was like, all right. Immediately they start beating the fuck out of me. You took my dad, you took my dad. And I'll be like, they took my dad too. They took my dad. I don't play no more. And then we played another game. It's a little politically incorrect, but we used to call it Smear the Queer. They like to make the lightest person the queer. And that just happened to be me. So of course, you know, they throw me the ball, beat the fuck out of me and shit. So I was like, man, this sucks being fucking white. But another true shit. All right, so like I said, for real, like I grew up over there. I honestly thought that white people were just movie stars, rich, and of course, white devils. And so the only time I really had seen a white person was at the food stamp office behind the glass. So I was like, oh, they give us the food stamps. But of course, you know, when I started to notice that my skin kind of matched a little bit, I started thinking, how do I break them out of there? You know, I was like, they're being stuck in there because I never see them anywhere else. So I wanted to help bring them out of there, you know, because they're being fucking held back. All this shit's true, my bad, I was a stupid ass kid. Let's see, I ended up getting diagnosed as dyslexic, which is crazy because I was like, fuck, man. So in the east side, we didn't have computers when I was younger. So they actually had to bus me to the white side of town to use a computer. So it was a culture shock for me because I had never seen a white person in person. And so when I got bused over there, it was me and this little black dude in a short bus. And as soon as we got to the school, all the white kids were out there playing in the fucking field or whatever. And they were like, when you get off this fucking bus, you look at the fucking ground, and y'all walk in a straight line into the building that take us in the back of the school. Hell yeah. Straight up. And then we felt like convicts. We just like, now try to sneak a peek. Oh shit. That's another true story. Let's see, I don't write shit down, I just throw it off the top of my head, so I'm just saying whatever the fuck. Let's see. Another thing that kind of sucked about growing up in the hood, not only did I grow up in the hood, I actually was homeless for a good portion of the time. We lived in a 1979 Buick LeSabre. So I was the white kid that lived in a mobile home. I had 2 pairs of shirts. We took baths at the car wash, so I was always stinky. So I really got fucked over by the motherfuckers, man. I did not make white look good. But anyways, I'll end on this shit. By the 4th grade, I got so excited because I don't know what happened. I think Morgan said they did some kind of shit where they made white kids come to the minority school. But we ended up having 2 white kids show up to the school. Blonde hair, blue eyed, white. It was a twin, it was a boy, they were twins, it was a boy and a girl. It was funny because the minute the girl showed up, all my black homies hit puberty. Like, what is this? And then the rest of us, it was like some National Geographic shit with the white boy. Because we're all looking at him. I'm like, oh, hey, we fucking look alike. But his hair was blonde, so we were all touching his fucking hair like, what is this? Where'd you come from? Looking at his fucking eyes and shit like, they're blue? What the fuck? This is weird. And so we're about the same age. He had, you remember Pongs? Little fucking, he made the mistake of bringing them bitches to the hood. We had never heard of that shit. So he comes in, he's already being fucking sexually abused and shit. Well, he brings out his Pongs, and I think they were like Jurassic Park. They had pictures, man. So we were like, oh shit. So he was like, this is a game that you play with the slammer or whatever. So he's trying to explain it to me. And so I'm like, that's cool. He's like, yeah, if you pop it, you get to keep it. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah. So I was like, bah, 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 bah. I knocked them all over. I took them. And he was like, yeah, that's how you play. He was like, you give them back? I said, nah, bitch, I ain't giving them back. That's what you said, yeah, motherfucker. And by the way, I need more of these tomorrow. That's it for me, man. Appreciate y'all.